So I'm sure by now everyone has heard about this story here. Kingsman 265 booted from Marvel Rivals team after suggesting hero swap during a $40,000 Marvel Rivals event hosted by Bassem ZB on January 18th. Top player Kingsman urged Black Widow main Zazzastack to flex amid her own 5 scrims in high ping, saying he needed the winnings for college. Captain Cece told him to shut up. The team prioritized vibes, and Kingsman was removed after Zazzastack's boyfriend messaged the host, leading to a 7th place finish without him. Cece later apologized on X for escalating and calling him a loser, while pros like XQC and Clayster backed Kingsman, stressing adaptation wins games. The incident highlighted tension between competitive drive and team harmony in creator tournaments. So I'm sure by now you've all heard about this tournament, right? I'm sure by now you've seen this clip I'll play here. Here's the clip that started it all right here. Sorry for the quality. That's just the way this X has it.
Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's
Well,
not.
you've been making
Get
me play
in!
shit. Of course I'm gonna
How
play
do you not see the
wait.
problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much. Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm
You're
getting
only
value
able
because
to
I'm
rekill them because
1v6ing.
Hulk isn't healing for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are dying here. That's 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza and the support.
Now, I don't know if I'm sure y'all hearing what they're saying, but if you look at this clip without knowing like everything prior to this, you're either making an assumption that he was too hard on them, right? Oh, well, by pointing out, do you not see the problem, right? A lot of people took that originally as, oh, he's saying that the 0-5 Widow is a problem and why, you know, we're losing or whatnot, even though they won the point. And then you also had one say, shut the fuck up. So a lot of people only saw this clip and made assumptions off the clip. The reason why I'm making this video though is because there was a lot more to that. He was not being disrespectful to Zaza. And I've now that everything has blown up, right now you have a lot of people that are backing Kingsman. Kingsman is the one that has come to light as the guy that, you know, was in the right and everybody else was wrong. And so much so that now some of the other creators, the content creators that were bashing him or telling him or kicking him out, etc., are all facing very heavy criticism on social media. Like, they are begging now for everybody to back off because they are getting a lot of heat. And I do want to stress in this video that I do not condone or support any kind of backlash or witch hunt or anything like that. All the names that I have here are just, you know, out in the public. And I'm just going to bring my opinion to it, and I'm going to go ahead and inform you guys of what the drama is all about in case anybody's heard about it, but they don't know why it's, you know, happening. Well, that's what I'm going to go is now dive into why this clip became so viral, is because when you start seeing what he was trying to do, they just were shutting him down every step of the way. So he made a video. He dropped a video a couple of days ago, Kingsman 265 on January 17th. So this was before the tournament. So he got kicked out before he actually got to play in the tournament. This was all during scrimmage. He was just trying to tell the teammates that, hey, they're going to run triple support. And then the bad thing about Black Widow is that these pros that we're going to be up against, these guys that I play personally up against, you know, that's I'm talking if I'm Kingsman, are just going to rush you and then go after the supports to try to win the match, because that's the strategy that you would do is attack the one player. Essentially, he was trying his hardest to convince them. It wasn't just him though. There was somebody else on the team. I believe the person that's called, I guess, I don't think he was Lucy. Was it Mother? Maybe Mother. I'm not sure. One of the other people was trying to like say, hey, you know, he's correct. He's right. You know, they're going to run triple support and we're going to need, you know, more frontline pressure, but they just weren't having it. I think one person that has gotten a lot of heat but didn't really say anything, was just doing their job in the end, was that Casey Dilla. I think she was not part of it. as far as the drama goes. She was just there to do her job, and that was it. She really didn't say anything. There was no videos or clips of her saying anything. I saw a lot of clips from Cece, and she called him a loser at one point because he was talking about how he wanted money. Zaza, obviously, her boyfriend is what got him kicked. And Lucy was one of the ones that was saying, shut the fuck up. Basically, she's saying that she was not apologetic about it. She did it to stick up for her friend Zaza. But if you watch what I'm going to show you guys, it was already a stacked, bias against him. They just were not listening to him. He was trying his hardest. He was not being negative. Like, I know originally a lot of them came out and said that he was being toxic or that he was cursing up a storm, etc. And that was not the case. He was trying respectfully as hard as he can to just let them know what's going to happen. And they just were not listening. So here's part of that situation. So in the very beginning, let me tag this part. It's like 11:20 is whenever things really get, started to get heated when it comes to that. But in the beginning of their first match, of their first scrim, he says they're going to run triple support, and they were dismissive right away. And it just sets the tone of how this team comp was going.
All right. Let's go, guys.
Okay, here comes the practice.
I mean, that was like respawn health. Felt a little bit unfair.
So I'm saying we gotta get anybody who's the best players in the chat, come and fight me.
Hold on, Clips. Greg Albert has made a lobby, and it's him and Clips in it, bro. And then Kaiji is streaming
Let's join Greg Albert.
his lobby.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's open.
What's his lobby?
We're gonna
Just like
lobby.
bro, can you stop leaving and rejoining?
All right, so now they're
telling me in the
now they're gonna join.
Or the 200k tourney they just watched, the super tourney. Everybody played Deadpool, and whoever didn't have Deadpool auto lost. So I think somebody please learn support pool. I would learn them, but I kind of have to play like main DPS if we.
The thing is, I think Puffer wants to go tank pool.
We still have an upper hand by having a Gambit in his
I agree.
backline.
Well,
Like,
that's the
I
thing.
don't think
Support
every
pool is
team
really
has
good
that.
with triple. That's what makes him really good. Is triple support.
If anything, I think we're not gonna run triple.
We're not gonna run triple support.
See, look, they just right away dismissive. We're not going to run triple support. So even though he just got done telling them that, you get more value out of having support, Deadpool with triple support, they're already dismissing it.
We're in the tournament.
No, we're not.
Where did you get that idea that we were?
GG, we lost.
winning and
What?
Right. Where is this triple support coming from?
I don't really
Okay,
want
then
to
we don't
play.
play. Okay, well, this is gonna be a hard tourney then.
Yeah, you like.
You just think it's gonna be a hard game.
No, guys, I want to try hard this tourney,
if
but
you don't run triple support, like hard meta, bro, we're never winning.
it's a $40,000 tourney, guys.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
you
need
can still
triples.
win on off-meta characters. Other people are gonna be playing off-meta too. Like,
Yeah, I don't think.
I think you guys have a very different mentality than like other teams. Like I think
Yeah.
the other teams will just walk out with full
Thank you.
sweaty comps.
Of course,
See,
they're gonna
that
do
person
It's a
was trying to put some
$40,000
reason.
tournament.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Talk some sense into these guys because they don't want to run triple support. They're
I'm
gonna.
gonna put triple support a character that I don't know how to play. What the fuck do you want me to do? Like,
No team wants to run triple support.
But every team will.
Drafted for triple.
See, and they're being dismissive, and like she feels personally attacked because it's her that they want to switch off for this tournament.
No, they won't.
You don't think any team will want to run triple support?
No, you can barely get Matthew to play freaking support, let alone 3 people.
If Matthew's playing for 40 grand, he's gonna play triple support.
I got mad.
Armor gives no fuck either. I think you're like severely lacking on like Bogus team isn't gonna run it. Armori's team isn't gonna run that. Team captain's definitely not gonna run it. Ella's team's not gonna run it.
Guys, just because you can, I can learn him too and play
All I'm
him.
saying is if we need a run.
You need 2 tanks though for triple support.
People are telling me that, yeah, I can play second tank. I play strange.
We're telling you, your chatters that freaking are keyboard Andes, bro.
See, they're mad at his chat because, again, he's the pro player, essentially. And he's just trying to help out by making suggestions, and they are being very dismissive. So I wanted to show that first because that pretty much sets up that main clip that everybody watched. So if we go now to the, what was the point that I put it at, like a 10:57 or something, or 10:27, or maybe it was 11. Maybe Sharon, let's see.
That is your win con. We will automatically lose.
Yeah, it was right around here.
opening my door again.
So here he's trying to tell him again that hey,
Done only one round.
this widow's not gonna work.
No, there was 2 rounds, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
guys, it's important to have
Forgot
this
about the
stuff
first one.
down pat before the tournament. We need to know our solid composition. What do we do?
Our solid composition is her on the freaking Black Widow. Done.
Bro,
deal.
if that is your win con, we will automatically lose. You cannot have that as a win condition.
You have the worst mindset, bro.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not, because you don't know.
Mind you, she just went 2-1 right there.
I do know.
Never,
Bro.
like, if the game comes down to one person being win condition, we are gonna lose no matter
It is
what.
not one person being the win condition. It is the fact that we have to revolve the comp around one person. If that is the case,
Play your character. What do you mean? You're still able to play magic.
See, they're just
You're
being
gonna
dismissive. They do
don't
not
have it.
want
It
to
doesn't
win,
change
basically, or have any shot at winning.
The difference between Bucky Hook is that.
okay, so what's the difference between a 5v6 and a 6v6? Are you gonna tell me?
I will
It's
play
not a
triple
5v6
support to
in
make
real
you
winner.
happy.
Come on.
If there's 3 people diving Zaza, that means there's 3 people in our backline on Zaza.
They are going to explode Zaza in 0.2 seconds and then go on our supports.
They're
They're gonna
not.
explode
They are.
no
That's not how it
matter
works, Baz.
what.
That is how it works.
Why are you doubting her this much though? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
I
doubting
don't
her.
think Kingsman's played
You
Widow,
are
guys. It's
misunderstanding.
okay.
You're
I don't think he's played
misunderstanding.
Widow.
I have played Widow. I played Widow. I have like
I don't
20
believe
hours
that.
on her.
If we were to remove Black Widow from the comp and go Bucky or whatever, they're still gonna dive as hard. And
Yes, but if we have Bucky, they are going to get shit on so hard.
Well, I don't play Bucky, so.
okay, wait. Hold on,
Bucky
hold
is
on,
so
hold on.
simple, though. That's
Why
the
do you
thing. It takes
think-
5 seconds to
why do you
learn.
think that she's Widow is like what she's best at. You're saddling her on a character.
Exactly. But even if she's not that good on the character gets 200% more value than Widow. Regardless, you could be dog
but
shit
no,
on Bucky
no,
and get
that's
way.
not even
No,
true.
it is true. It is true.
How to play
And that's
Bucky?
really not
It's
true.
just not true, man.
I'm on Deadpool right now. You think I'm getting 200%? No, because I'm not.
Because you're on deck
Yo,
pool.
okay,
You're on support pool.
You wanna go triple and I can play support pool?
Do you know how hard it's gonna be if we fight
No, no,
Snake
no.
Case and he has 2,000 HP?
So look, that guy, this one mother, he's trying his hardest to like appease them at the same time, realizing that yes, you know, he is correct, but he's kind of silent now because now tension that you can feel now is at this point where he's really trying to hammer it in their heads. Hey, look, I'm telling you from experience that please listen to me. They are going to do this. And if we are going to maintain this comp, we are not going to have a shot at all. And he's really trying respectfully. I don't know if you have noticed so far in the tone, he hasn't changed his voice. He hasn't gotten super angry that most people probably would at this point. And that's before this clip that clip that wound up blowing up on the internet. He's just really trying to hammer it home that, hey, look, we have to do this because these guys are going to do this if they know you're going to be playing this character. And they just refuse to adapt. They refuse to change. They are being very dismissive. And then on top of that, they're taking it personal and now using attacks on him off stream, or, you know, we'll see those clips in here in a second, but they're laughing at him essentially right now and calling him a loser and all this stuff that we'll see in different clips from their perspective that they said themselves. And so he's obviously not hearing that, but he's really trying to, at this point, please listen to me. And this other person is trying, like, hey, I'll switch if you want. We'll go ahead and try to do the triple support. And they're saying, no, leave it alone.
So bad, you could be the.
Then we have no main. I am the only other DPS.
Listen, that's not what he's arguing about, bro. He wants Zaza just off of Black Widow.
I just
That's
want
his
main
only
damage. I want frontline damage. If we don't have frontline pressure, we will
I already
lose.
said I will play triple support if we need it.
That's not
Like, I
frontline
just
pressure.
know.
That's not what I'm saying. Triple is another issue.
Before you attack, get ready.
The triple's good, but like the solo
Yo, I'm
DPS
a
Widow
real
is
life.
in.
It's
You gotta have a
impossible.
double top
It-
because
it's
we're not
impossible.
swapping her off of Black Widow.
Why
So
not?
just save your breath.
Because I'm not swapping over Black
Yeah,
Widow.
yeah.
Okay, then we lost the tournament.
You don't
GG, go next.
understand that,
That's literally how it
bro.
works.
It's not happening, bro.
Oh my god, I just gotta talk about this fucking conversation now.
Nah, bro. And he's gonna make another video, bro, for sure.
2.
Yeah, you're.
No, this is an important conversation.
All you need to do is tap.
This is an important conversation to have before a $40,000 tournament, bro.
Then
Very
I mean, like, you're gonna
important.
have to revolve a 2-2-2 comp around like her being the win condition. Like,
And that's
you're
gonna be
have to use,
really hard. Really
Yeah.
hard.
Okay,
Especially if Snake Case and Greg are on the enemy team.
If it goes bad,
Wait,
like,
lock it.
if I need to swap.
Alright, let's lock in right now. Snake Case is on the enemy team. in clips. Let's lock in.
Right now, real quick.
I grab Luna.
One invis one.
I'm on.
Luna one.
Oh my god, I missed it.
Stop talking and start fighting.
Bro, Venom is one.
I'm with you. One is
You.
dead. I'm on Ender.
You. Me. Please.
And this is leading up to that. This is leading up to the clip that we're all seen at this point.
I dashed in there.
But as you can see, he's going crazy right now. Right? He's going straight for supports in the beginning, and then working his way,
Yeah.
you know, from outside in.
Do you know how to do the B-hop?
I genuinely.
It's in. There's a certain angle you gotta leave on for a B-hop.
I was looking at my books or whatever the hell.
I'm killing both supports. I got one of them.
Coming swing, Venom swing, Venom swing.
I'm ulting back.
Let me force Luna out.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
I'm gonna die.
And again, right now, the reason.
Remember, right, Claire?
So, like I said, this is leading up to the clip that everybody is seeing at this point, right? Where he says, "Do you not see what the problem is?" And a lot of people, like I said, took that as, "Do you not see the problem? It's her Black Widow, you know, as the player, or her being Black Widow and being 0-5." That's not really what he was saying. It was kind of taken out of context. He was saying, "Do you not see what the problem is?" Because Widow isn't in on any of the action. That's his point. He's basically saying that solo DPS is not working with this comp because we have to work together to try to get everybody to compensate for that. That's what he's saying in the end. You know, he's not, and he says it repeatedly throughout this video. If you want to watch the full video on Kingsman's channel, he's saying it's not you as a player, and I do not doubt your abilities, and you probably are a great, fantastic Black Widow. He even calls her the GOAT Black Widow at one point. He's saying, but that's not what I'm trying to point, you know, towards. I'm letting you guys know right now that against what they're going to be facing in the tournament, that's not going to work because the team comp she's just not part of it. She's not part of the team, essentially. And it's true.
We have Gambit for next fight. You can Gambit? Yeah, nice. Walk on into this, walk on two. Can we kill her through? Can we kill her through? Good on, kill Luna. If you maelstrom, you kill, because they buffed it.
Spider-Man's bad, bro.
Dude, I'm like trying my best to get the hang of
I'm watching.
See, at this point, it feels like she's blaming him and like that she's, you know, flustered or that's why she can't concentrate or whatnot. But he's not trying to bring her down. This at this point, they know what she is and what, you know, what the character is specifically. And for them, their only shot at winning against what's happening right now is to kill her first and try to go for support.
No, I can focus. Angela, can you ult the Luna? Can you ult the Luna? Ah, one.
And this is one of me.
And this is the clip right here that everybody's seeing at this point.
Fire Hulk. He dies. Okay, guys. Case in point proven right now. Do you understand?
See, case in point proven. Do you
How
understand?
do you not see the problem right now?
How do you not see the problem now?
It's that ass Kingsman, like shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
See, I feel like they took it as a personal attack on her at that point when this was, you could tell that it was just frustration and him saying, "Look, I'm telling you, I'm right. Do you not see it now?" You know, it didn't even matter if she was 0-5 or if she was 2-5 or hell, if she was 5-0. Even if she was 5-0 and they won the point, that it wasn't an attack on her. It was basically saying that Widow is not contributing the character itself in this comp. And he's right. He is. So he gets kicked out. So they took it so personal. And I got a feeling that this is the moment that they break, you know, where they've had enough. They're like, okay, well, now they're attacking my friend personally, that she's the problem. So now in the background, the boyfriend is sending something to Bassam, and Cece's, you know, trying to get him kicked out of the tournament at this point. They wind up playing a lot more, and everything is still kind of, you know, everything's still been like the same. I wouldn't say that they're like yelling at each other or anything like that, but you know, he's still trying to hammer down, hey, you know, we need to be running supports and all this kind of stuff. He feels like he's having a you know, just, you know, normal conversation and stuff like that. And then here he says that Bassam just messaged me telling me I was kicked out. And then you see Bassam talking about it here. He plays a clip of him talking about why he kicked him out. And then also here's the clip of her calling him a loser. And sorry about the
Flats to play.
Here you go.
Went into Flats chat and said some insane stuff, so he was promptly banned immediately. Apparently, I was also being called a loser and other names while the other streamers were muted. Well, I just have one clip here.
Getting yelled at, you know.
Widow is she's a hit or miss character. Like some games,
Listen, guys,
she's not gonna be good every game. I like
morals.
honestly.
Why'd you
yeah,
block
but
Zaza,
I just
bro?
don't think
I'm
she's
just
good.
saying
Such a
purely for
hater.
the composition.
How are you doing, Panda? It's
Like
been a while
Lucky
since we
or
talked.
something that can
Put that
peel
in there.
for
Are
the
you want
sports if you're
Matthew?
doing permadove like that is better, because Widow is so frail and so squishy, and I know this because I've gone against every Black Widow, #1 Black Widow, all of them, and you run full dive in Populo.
Everyone thinks
you
this
just
guy's
die
a
for
loser.
exploder.
See,
Like,
everyone
that's
thinks this
just what
guy's a loser. Kingsman's a loser.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow. I don't.
Which, I mean, is a personal insult, which I never said. I was only telling people the right composition. And here's what Bassam had to say about me getting kicked out of the tournament.
I'll explain from my perspective as a tournament host what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Listen to me. Nobody better get hate. All right? No person better get hate. All right? If there's anything about the tournament, if there's anything regarding any sort of decisions, if there's anything regarding anything, put it on me. All right? This is on me. All right? It's my decision. This is my tournament. I don't like drama. I don't like talking about drama, but it's if you're a content creator, it's inevitable it will find you at some point. I know this is going to get edited and clipped or whatever and made into a video, so that's why I'd rather just give it a second. Let me collect my thoughts and let me say everything I want to say. Discord. So if anybody goes on to make videos about it, if anybody feels this is unfair, you have your evidence, I have mine. Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament. Not by anybody else, not by any prod member, not by anybody else. All right. The reason for that is because he violated the rules that are completely written perfectly in the Discord, and there's a zero tolerance policy. Now listen, nobody better give any hate to Kingsman. Nobody.
Now, zero tolerance policy for what though? Just for saying what he feels is going to be a comp that will work? He wasn't like I said, he wasn't disrespectful to her. So I got a feeling he was fed information that was not true.
You better give hate to any single person that's on that team. It is not on any single player. All right, this is on me for the decisions I made.
I kind of feel bad for him at this point because obviously, hindsight, we know what he's saying. They better not get hate, but right now they're getting the most hate that anybody has ever gotten that I've seen in a long time.
This is my decision. He was kicked out was, for violating rules. All right, I'm gonna just say that because I'm keeping it as respectful as possible. All right, I'm a tournament host. There is a level of creator respect, and this is not. I'm saying like if somebody calls somebody a poopy head, they don't get kicked out of the tournament. There's reasons for this, okay? And it's not just a one-time thing because I understand warning is not an option. No. Because if there's warnings, everybody's going to get warnings. There's a zero tolerance policy. He wants to play and he wants to win, and he wants a lot of people to switch to different team comps. I understand he wants to win. I get it. You cannot avoid the fact it was very toxic. There's a lot of different things.
See, and again, I got a feeling at this point that they were over-exaggerating his position to the point to where he feels that it was disrespectful and toxic. And obviously, I think later on he comes out and tweets that, he apologizes that he didn't get the full scope of the situation. Now, of course, you can say that because obviously everybody started hammering him as well for kicking him out in the first place. And this after he's saying that he did his due diligence when apparently he didn't do his due diligence. He was basically fed information. They were uncomfortable around him. And sure, if you look at that clip, and like I said, that very first clip, if you only see that one clip it looks like that because he's saying, do you not see what the problem is? And out of context, it looks like it's just her, right? That he just attacked Zaza. And I'm sure that that clip got sent to him and he probably based it on that as well. Like, oh yeah, you can't say that about your teammate, that she's the problem, you know? But again, if you didn't have the pretext of everything else and what led up to that point, that wasn't what it was in the end. So that in the nutshell is the drama. You know, like I said, you can watch the video. He has a bun. He starts talking about more about what he was saying and stuff like that. And he has some clips of what was said to him from Cece, etc. Cece had, I believe, a sponsor drop her. Yeah, right here, Infinity Mice. And I mean, I feel bad for them. Don't get me wrong, I kind of feel bad for them as well because it's a situation that got overblown for no reason. I feel like if they were just more receptive to the information, then it wouldn't have been like that. And even if they weren't going to be receptive to the information, because if, like I said, it felt like if you watch the video, all of it, that he was just going to accept defeat. He was just trying his hardest to let them know, hey, it's going to happen. And this was for $40,000. I'm broke. Because that was a clip that I didn't get to play, unfortunately. He was saying, I'm broke. I wanted this money for college. I feel like if we do this, we have a shot at winning. But because we're not taking these steps, you know, it's very disheartening that my input is not being taken seriously. And that's all he was saying in the end. That's all he was saying. And they really were crapping on him. They were calling him, you know, a loser, like I said earlier, or they were saying, well, you shouldn't have been this if you want to win just money. You know, like I feel like a lot of it was, you know, whatever, poor me, haha, and you know, just we're gonna do our own thing kind of thing. And they felt like they wanted him out. I don't think he really cared that he got kicked out, but he was just more upset that his message was taken the wrong way. And of course, as a result of all this, he has become very successful. He has over 100,000 followers now on Twitch. He has over 15,000 subs. This video that we watched has already have like 1.something million views, 1.7 million views. So I'm sure in the end he's gotten $40,000 worth of money just on Twitch subs, donations. He was very excited about somebody donating $3,000 to him recently in one of his streams, and he's been getting a lot of love. And to the women that have been getting a lot of hate, like Zaza and Cece specifically, apologies for that as well, because, you know, I don't think you deserve that kind of like the sponsorship. I don't think that is necessary. Obviously, it feels like it was just a barrier between somebody very passionate and then somebody that wants to just play. And I think that's the problem when it comes to Marvel Rivals, period. It's very competitive. I mean, we've seen it firsthand. If you're somebody that is just chill and wants to play and I just want to practice other characters, you know, please don't shit on me. A lot of times you had to say it up front. Hey, I'm just learning this guy. Please don't fucking knock me. Please don't curse me out, because a lot of people take this shit seriously. And obviously $40,000 on the line, you should take it seriously. You really should. And obviously, if that's the pro player, that's the guy, that's the grandmaster, that's the one that's your main DPS, the one that you're relying on to win the game or to have a shot at the tournament, I would listen to him at that point. Okay, you know, you are a Widow main. If you're saying that my Bucky with no experience is better than Widow, I'm on it. You know, sir, yes, sir. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I know this is one of the longest videos that I've ever done on this channel, but I feel like it was important because it was a lot of people making assumptions about some of the things. And I tweeted right away that it's justice for Kingsman, you know, whenever this whole drama first started. And a lot of people didn't know what I was talking about, so I wanted to make a video on it. So I'm out. Leave your comment section below. Later.